Hey YouTube, this is Chris from Universe X again. Just trying to put out a couple videos in one night. Now whether it'll get uploaded in the same night, that's another thing. Before I get into this, just want to ask everybody to like, comment, subscribe for more content, press the notification bell. I actually want to put the pedal to the metal this time instead of just saying I will. And we're going to jump right into Yellow Clash of Fate. So, first and foremost, the theme is napkins, aka Namekians. But the first card I want to talk about is Dende. The card can attack, and it's a new Shinron leader. That's why it has that can attack thing on the front side at least. And activate main, burst 2. Search your life or deck for the Dragon Balls. Shuffle the areas you look through. Wish, when there are 7 Dragon Balls in grave, flip this card over. Take any Namekian from your grave to your hand. Flip this card over. And then you flip it over, and it becomes Piccolo, brimming with confidence. Activate main, choose one, draw a card, use a yellow desire card in your hand that's equal to or less to your total energy right now, or remove all 7 Dragon Balls and all of your napkins gain 10,000 power, as well as your leader. That is included, so they're all going to gain. Another thing to note is that this leader can swing once it wishes. So first and foremost, couple things I like and dislike. One, I love that it can swing on its backside. That's one thing that Shinron was desperately lacking, but at the same time, Shinron's ultimate ended games. Whereas this one, we're going to talk about that too. Other thing I like, at first I didn't like the Burst 2 to search the Dragon Balls, but now I kind of realize that Burst 2 could potentially nick Dragon Balls off the top 2. And especially with the way Namekians work, the Burst 2 is very intuitive to its playstyle, and you're going to see that when we go through the rest of the cards. Its ultimate doesn't seem like something worth throwing away all 7 of your Dragon Balls, but we will see. You have to build a board for that to be good, and boards are susceptible to Kami. Ironically, Kami wrecks this deck. But you'll also see with the assimilation aspect of the Namekians, they try to kind of get around that a little bit. Moving forward, I'm going to go to Sun Gohan, just a vanilla 10k. 1 drop, they're all there, but it's a Gohan. That makes it worth playing. Much as I believe. Next, one of my favorite cards spoiled so far. Vegeta striving to be the best. He's the feature rare of the yellow color for this set. And he says he's a 2 cost, 1 yellow, so splashable. Auto, when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards barrier in rest mode, ignoring barrier and KO it. If you KO'd it, choose up to one of your energy and switch it to active mode. 1. I love crapping on barrier cards. Screw barrier. 2. While maybe not in the main unless the format dictates it needs to be in the main, like there's just that many barrier threats rolling around, this card is a solid side card for pretty much the rest of the game depending on what cards are in the meta, and I think that is automatically just worth it. Also, its card art is amazing, let's not lie. Next, Krillin, Ability Unleashed. When you play this card, you may choose 2 non-black cards, battle cards actually, in your opponent's drop area and place them at the bottom of the deck in any order. If you do, draw a card. I never really liked this, like when it was King Yima that was released in set 5, had a very similar effect, not the same effect. I didn't really like it because any deck that was trying to fill up their graveyard, putting 2 cards back likely isn't going to hurt them. Not faster than they can get them back in there through a combo phase or multiple burst effects. So that never kind of tickled my fancy, but we'll see how it goes. Piccolo, Potential Unleashed. This card is a 2-drop, and it's a Union Absorb for 3. Choose 1 nail card from your hand or drop area, place it under this card. If your leader card is a Shinron card, and your opponent has 3 or more cards in rest mode, choose up to 1 yellow Namekian card with an energy of 4 from your deck or drop area and play it on top of this card in active mode. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Things I like, it's on curve. Like a mug, it's on curve. Like, you play it on 2 if you want to tap out on 2, depending on the state of the game. You can evolve it off of 3 and for that Union Absorb, and that's pretty wonderful. It's on curve and it's going to load the ground. However, the other thing I like is that the nail gets searched from your, or gets tucked under from your hand or your grave. So it's gonna get off. You know, if you have access to a nail, it's gonna get off. Now the other thing I like is that you can choose the Namekian from your grave or deck. They want this effect to go through, minus, you know, Bloodlust or something. They want you to be able to resolve this effect without as much variance getting in your way as possible. The last part is choose one yellow Namekian. And because they say that, with a cost of 4 from your deck, that still kind of leaves it a little open, you know? That leaves it, they only need to make another level 4 Namekian to bring this card back into the spotlight if it ever gets there and falls off, or if it ever just kind of chills in the tier 2 zone. They don't have to do much to make this card good again. Then we can move on to the fact that it says 3 or more cards in rest mode. People can say that's janky, but all that is 2 energy and something that's swung. It says cards, not battle cards, not energy. So literally somebody could tap 2 energy for something, or tap an energy for a 1-drop, swing with their leader, and then counter you. And just that gives you the 3 necessary to union absorb this. It kind of makes your opponent, depending on the cards that they release, like I'm sure the SR now will be a 4-drop Namekian, it could put some pressure on your opponent on how they tap their cards to not get union absorbed. And I do like cards that play mind games like that. Moving forward, we've got Namekian Solidarity Piccolo. When you play this card, draw 1 card. Then choose up to 1 Namekian card from your battle area and up to 3 Namekian cards from your drop area. Place the chosen cards from the drop area under the one on your battle area. This is how you just shove all the Namekians under another card to proc some of these effects. Moving forward, Ancient Wisdom Guru. He's the super combo. Again, 5 or less life, just like Turn of Power. Draw a card, gains 10,000. Note that he is an Namekian, so not only can he be searched with things, but like the other super combo can be, he can also be brought back with Dende's flip. And I don't really see Dende affecting tournament play that much. I could be wrong, but I think that's going to be really cute and sealed and draft, the ability to bring back a super combo off a flip. Life or Death Nail. Love this card. He's a 4-drop, so he can be brought out by that Piccolo. Evolve 2 on Nail, though. Permanent. If there are 2 or more Namekian cards under this card gains Barrier and Double Strike. Sparking 5. When you play this card, you may add 1 card from your life to your hand. Ignore Barrier. Ignoring Barrier, you can tap an opponent's battle card. Not sure if that's enough happening for me to want to take a life, but you never know. Situations are situations. And I think it's really cool that he gains Barrier and Double Strike if you have enough Namekians under him, so he can be potentially a really, really boss card. Seeing this card drop on turn 3 could be a lot of trouble for your life. He's going to be annoying to get rid of. He's 20,000, and so that's just kind of cool. Another thing is that actually I'll move on to the other card before I was talking about this. Nail, Pride of Namek. Auto Burst 2, if you combo with him, and your leader card is a Namekian card, not a yellow Namekian, just a Namekian card, you can play this card in rest mode. So he's not as strong as, Freehan or Double Shot, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, but he comes down anyway, and he affects the board. And I think that's actually worth noting big time. Choose 1 other Namekian card in your battle area, which is an activate main effect, and you place this card under that battle card. That card gets 5,000 power. So you can just shoop and assimilate him into something else, and these cards will give you the payoff for it. Wishmaker Dende. When you play this card, choose up to 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Then he has the same assimilation skill. Activate main, choose 1 other Namekian card in your battle area, place this card under the chosen battle card, and that card gains plus 5,000 power for the turn. I love this card. It's a lot of value. You play this card from your hand, it replaces itself with a Dragon Ball. You play that Dragon Ball, it replaces itself with whatever card you drew. 1 energy, then 2 cards from deck, putting yourself closer to Awakening, and then you can set up for your future plays, kind of dodging the Kami count, giving something an extra bit of push, and I think that is wonderful. A lot of good value on that card. Cargo, Namekian Youth. Auto, when you play this card, draw 1 card. Then choose up to 1 of your opponent's skillless battle cards and KO it. Very, very niche, but if vanilla beats become a thing, this card will be there to just kind of egg on people's faces. It's very generic, it's 1 drop, it doesn't require a certain leader, it's splashable. Twin Revival, 3 cost extra card. If this, it's a desire card, of course, but it says if your leader is a yellow Shinron card, choose up to 2 yellow Namekian cards with energy cost of 2 or less in your drop area and play them. Nothing too much to say about that. You've seen all these cards, they build off of each other, so putting 2 more of them on the field just kind of runs you a little bit. You know, use your, this is the one you're going to want to just see copies of when you're using your Shinron effect per turn to use a Yellow Desire, so that's pretty cool. Next, assimilate. 0 cost, activate main, choose up to 1 green or yellow Namekian with an energy cost of 2 or less. Add it to your hand. I like this because it allows you to mix your Namekians. They clearly had this in mind when they said green or yellow. I like the idea of lemon lime Namekians. I like the idea of your ace nails evolving into these huge beat stick nails, and I love it. Then next, another favorite card on the list, solarflare. Solarflare says counterattack, negate the attack, and if your leader card is yellow, choose up to 1 of your yellow battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less. It gains blocker for the duration of the turn. I love this. It is very crucial. It's in lots of cases better than Time Magic, I believe, because Time Magic stops double strike and triple strikers, which are rampant with the Shinrons. But Solar Flare turns a weenie into a blocker. And if that weenie already had barrier, then you now have a barrier blocker on the field waiting for another attack. And I don't think anybody doesn't understand how safe that can be sometimes. So that being said, that's all of yellow. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And next I'll do green with the rest of black since there's only a couple black. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification button. Anything you want to say in the comments, let me know about it. And I'll see you next time.